We have had some really cold weather this year at the cabin. A couple weeks ago, we got down to 1 degree Fahrenheit. Now, when all that happens, I usually shut off my water just because I don't want problems. Usually I know when it's about to freeze because Susan's bathroom and the laundry room will stop getting water way before the kitchen and my bathroom. So when we saw that happening, we went ahead and filled up all of our containers in the house so we could save water, shut off the water pump. Now, this year when I turned it back on, the water pump is cycling quickly. It's just like it has no pressure. Either the bladder is punctured or they got ice in the tank and I need to drain it and repressurize the bladder or the tank, whatever. Either way, I've got to take it all apart. So let me show you where it's at. I built this little well pump house. And see, there's our incoming water right here. I've got it shut off. And we have 4 house filters. I've already replaced these 2. This one I still need to replace, and that one's carbon. Then it goes into the pump. And I had the pump completely covered in all this insulation. I had to uncover it to try to check my Schrader valve. And I can't get any pressure at all on that Schrader valve. So I'm going to have to try to disconnect this pump and then drain the water from it, repressurize it to 23 psi, and then reconnect everything and see if it works. And then if it doesn't, I got to take it all apart again anyway and replace the pump, which I'm not real excited about doing. So I don't know. It's pretty dark in here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you guys any or all of this, but right now I just got to unbury it from all this insulation. Okay, I got the all the insulation off. I did find a little bit of dampness up front here, not sure why. And I hear a cat walking around. Anyway, so now I've got to disconnect this. Now, see, I have all this heat tape wrapped on everything. And I'd like to believe that it's working, but they don't put little indicators on the heat tape saying I'm working. So that kind of bites, but I'm going to attempt to remove. This is the line that goes into the house. This is the line from the cistern. It has a foot valve right here so the water can't go backwards. And I even have a union here so I can disconnect it and leave all that connected and just to get the pump out of here, which I may very well do. Problem is, I can't do that here. So I'm probably gonna unscrew this shark bite right here. No, it's not a shark bite. Anyway, I'm probably gonna unscrew this, undo this union, get all the heat tape off of it. I'll probably have to move this enclosure, this box I had built over a couple years ago to keep it warm, and move this enclosure out so I have some room to work. But let's see if I can get a light in here. Okay, I got the box off of there, and now I'm gonna start taking this pump off. I'm going to use that union there and get this pump disconnected from the water system. Okay, I realized that there was a union in the front, so I went ahead and disconnected that. Then unscrewed this, the outlet, and as you see, I'm dripping water. I'm going to try to drain water. Ultimately, if you've been with me a while, you know about a year ago I bought a large house well pressure tank and I want to install this pump on top of that pressure tank so that I have more than this 5-gallon tank. Oh, that's heavy. I'll let that rest. Try to drain. Now, I gotta see if there's any. Before, I couldn't get a reading on any pressure in here. No pressure at all in that tank. Nothing. 0, 0. So either my Schrader valve is bad, which I doubt because I can depress that tip, or there's just no pressure in the tank. It sucks. All right, let me continue trying to get the water out and I'll be back. Okay, I got the pipe dope put on here pretty well. Probably way too much. I'm just spreading it around. And then I need to reinstall this into the outlet right there. And then I can put my, well, I have my bicycle pump connected to the Schrader valve, and then I can pump it up. I need to get rid of some of that. Gross. All right, let me see. Okay, I've pumped it. Let's see what we got. 23.4. Needs to be anywhere between 23 and 25, so that's good. I'm going to put the cover on there. Well, I'm going to try to tighten up that little nut right there. Make sure it doesn't need to be tightened. And then I'm going to prime the pump right here in the priming port. And then I'm going to put some water to it and see what happens. Okay, I have everything connected. I don't see any drips, although this is water from earlier. Nothing's dripping down on the block. I did have to tighten up these bolts in the front. They were a little loose. So I'm going to open this relief valve and see, or drain valve, and see if this pump kicks on. Yep. I've shut that off. That sounds normal. Let me go in the house and see what happens. Okay, I'm in the sink in the bathroom and see what happens. Pump has not come on yet. Let me do the cat water. Oh! I don't know if you can hear it. That pump just kicked on. Turn the water off. And the pump just turned off. I think we're fixed. We don't need a new bladder. Give the cat some more water. Whew, I'm so happy. Looks good, folks. Wow, I cannot tell you how happy I am that that pump is working. It does not appear to be leaking anywhere. Very happy about that. So I'm going to rewrap this heat tape around this PVC part and plug it back in. I am not going to wrap this sucker in that insulation right now. I'm going to plug that hole under the house with insulation. But I think we've only got 1 or 2 days of at freezing coming up. And with this heat lamp in here, I think we're going to be okay. So just clean up my mess and success. I didn't have to replace it, which kind of bums me out a little bit because couple of years ago, I replaced this because I thought the bladder was broken, but it probably wasn't. So that was a $179 purchase I did not need to make. But lesson learned. Little bicycle pump. Got a drain. The only problem is the draining of this. This should be easier. There should be a drain plug on the bottom, but there's not. And I'm probably going to put a wire on this and support this up so all the weight's not hanging there. But other than that, success. I am very, very happy I don't have to replace that pump because, oh my gosh, this time of year, it's not a good time. Anyway, I don't think it's ever a good time to spend that kind of money. One more project down. All right, say boo-bye.
Super Dad, signing off.
Yeah.